boy O'Shea, and we're here at my favorite co-working space in all of Uganda, the Design Hub. And we're here with Jean, who's gonna take us on a nice tour. Thank you so much for welcoming us.
Yeah, welcome.
So tell people what you do here.
Well, Design Hub is a co-working space, a rustic warehouse that we converted for different creative companies to come work together, build synergies, but above all, have a community. Because what's work without a community?
And it is a great community. I've met some awesome people here. Expat Assist, Brand Factory, Spark Talent Solutions. But take us on a little tour right now.
Yeah. So we have a wide range of companies. So I'm going to point out some that are really exciting for me.
Okay.
So we have expert housing.
Okay.
I think the first step to coming into a country, you need a nice realtor. And the realtor business in Kampala was not quite professional. And expert housing tries to make that transition for people trying to come into Uganda, take them through the process and get them just the right houses. So matchmaking them with houses and just the process that is.
Let me just ask you, for example, like Eye Opener Works. What does this one do?
Eye Opener Works is an M&E company.
What is an M&E?
Monitoring and evaluation.
Oh.
Yes. However, because in the past, people do projects, write all these boring reports that people don't read through. So they decided to find an easy way to make monitoring and evaluation really, really interesting.
Okay.
So they incorporate a lot of aspects of design and videography and tell those impact stories for different end users.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is creative. So pretty much people who have really creative ideas, startups, they come here, and it's a supportive community that a lot of times people can collaborate and come up with other ideas, right?
Actually, Booking.com just had a nice project with Eye Opener Works and Mango Tree. This is one of the greatest collaborations. So they were coming up with a curriculum for African people in hospitality industry and to make it an open, free curriculum that people can learn because school can be quite pricey. So it was a subsidized program. There was free content and Eye Opener Works and Mango Tree in conjunction made that happen. It's called Ukarimu. So it'll be interesting to look at that.
Okay, okay. Let me ask you, if a person wanted to visit for a day, if they're just visiting Uganda or Kampala, what's the process if they want to come in and...
Really easy onboarding process.
Okay.
So instead of sitting at a coffee shop and just being by yourself, you come in and sign in for a day pass.
Day pass.
And in that way, you get to interact with many people that are already established. I think a lot of collaborations have come from the hot desking. So we have all these freelancers. I'm in the country. I need to keep working, so I'm looking for a place. You have internet, boardroom facilities, and a wide spectrum of people that you can also network with. So you can get a day pass, work here for a day. It's a 24/7 space, so it works on the weekends as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you can also get wild coffee, right?
Yes.
Okay. I love wild coffee. So when did Design Hub actually start?
Design Hub started 3 years ago.
Okay.
And the goal was most of the co-working spaces in Kampala were very tech savvy. They were only serving the tech startups. And we were looking for a creative new space that can have a diverse spectrum of companies at different levels. So in the startup world, you do want to be match made and paired with companies that have grown, established, and some that are more local. So we wanted to create a diverse community that can, kind of leverage on each other.
What is this?
Feza!
Feza, okay. What does Feza do?
Feza, they do entertainment. So the goal is to create a professional platform for different artists that have not been discovered. So the music industry in Uganda is really growing. It needed a little bit of professionalism to it. Feza comes into the picture. They have an application that it does airplay monitoring. That's what it does. So all these artists that are new and emerging, they want to know how many times the songs are being played on radio, and the Feza app does that, but also they do shows here. And with the COVID pandemic, they became really creative and have online shows that people are still paying for.
Like pay-per-view shows too, right?
Yes.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So, yeah, it's one of my favorite, and they do a lot of mess, but I love them.
Now, what does Matalo do?
Matalo is a dance company.
Wow.
And they use dance to create change. So they are using kind of African dance to tell the story of Africa, to also create a lot of social impact, and they take on a lot of people from the streets and use those projects to kind of change their life. So taken through a curriculum, which is kind of identity, and yeah, this is how you can change your life through dance. So they've been quite great dance ambassadors, and using that to create awareness of our own identity as Ugandans, and how you can use just the creative arts to earn a living, but also embrace life and celebrate who you are.
This is an organization that strengthens tradition and urban dance arts together, encouraging personal development, together creating innovations, together archiving network and collaborations. In Batalo East, we usually have free dance classes. We call it Equation, every last Saturday of the month at National Theatre or anywhere. And also we always have the biggest dance festival every year, call it the Batalo Dance Fest, which is going to be online this year on 9th, 10th, and 11th October. Don't miss it. To find Batalo East, on Facebook, it's Batalo East, and Instagram at Batalo East, and YouTube, Batalo East.
There's another company that is kind of challenging Uber and Save Boda, and that's Ori, right?
Yeah.
Ori Rides.
Ori Rides.
Yeah.
Yeah. They sit in the space too.
Yeah, let's look at it. Because I've noticed them and they're getting market share. So I'm here with Martha from Ori Rides, right?
Ori Rides, yes.
So what is Ori Rides all about?
Ori Rides is an app introducing, it's a transportation app. It covers, it doesn't have only taxi, riders, it has ambulance, it has movers.
Wow.
And it has female drivers.
Female drivers?
Yes, that's a section for only the ladies.
Really?
Yeah, we want to bring up women. We want women to know that it's not just about men, it's not just a men's work. You can also ride borders, you can also drive cars, you can also be drivers. And there are women out there who want to be driven by females.
Okay.
So that's why it's out there.
And so I can use it as an app just like I would use Uber or Save Boda?
More or less, yes. And then you see, now Ori there's a thing which is called manual rides, it's for the drivers, because there's some customers who will complain about storage, then there's some with Blackberries, then there's some with button phones. So we have a part where the drivers will put in your phone number and take a trip. Well, you don't have to have the app. The driver will take you and it will calculate. Yeah, so we wanted to favor everyone, not just the smartphone guys, but we have our people who don't have phones. So yeah, we have that part too.
So let me ask you this. Why did you choose the Design Hub to come in as a co-working space and start?
Being a startup, there's not Smart Space around World Design Hub, let alone being a co-working space. It has a beautiful culture of diversity, and there's so many other startups you can learn from, and there's so many people around, customers. It's perfect. It's peaceful. It's good. It has all this work. It's this art, which is inspiring. It's very good. So
you believe that you starting the co-working space here at Design Hub has helped your business tremendously?
Yes. To some extent, it actually helps our business because one of our first customers came from within industrial area.
Wow.
This is because of Design Hub, which is really good.
So if I'm a startup wanting to, let's say, move to Uganda, and I don't know anybody, would you suggest that they start up with Design Hub and come here?
Yes.
Okay.
I would suggest because we feel safe. It's friendly. I will not be scared to ask someone where can I go when I want this. It doesn't look like a risk, and it's very affordable.
Very affordable. That's the best part. Okay. So, Jean, tell me, if I'm a person that's watching this video, maybe a Ugandan looking to come back, or somebody in the African American community, if I wanted to do a membership at the Design Hub, what's the process and what do I need to do?
Okay, so we want to make sure that the process is very flexible for all our members. We have people who are not based here but want presence, and they're thinking of startups they want to run already, so they want an address. And people are not friends of DHK. So all they have is send their logo, and you can sign up through the website.
Right.
And I'll be sure to respond really quick. At a rate of 15,000. So you have your logo through the month, and that means you're already having your presence here, and you're part of the community.
How much is it?
15,000 shillings.
So like $4 a month.
Just to have your logo up. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And that means once you get here and you want to have membership, it depends. Are you looking to start off with just 10 days? I'm coming in, I'm testing out the community, so I'm going to pay for a package and I'll use a hot desk. And that can be 200,000 a month for an individual. If you have a company and they're looking to be here maybe a month, that's 600,000, and you have 3 people, a team of 3 coming in here with the facilities and internet and boardroom bookings. But again, we're really big on networking activities that we do, and we run different events, so you get access to those events. With the new COVID pandemic, we've had to have more virtual events.
Okay.
But the community, once you're signed in as our member, you get to have invites to whatever is coming up and what you can be a part of, and you pick that at subsidized rates.
Talk to me about the events like before COVID-19. What kind of events for the person that's looking to be a member here? What kind of events is someone privy to?
Okay, so it's a wide spectrum of events, and the goal is networking.
Okay.
So we have professional events, and that means different companies out there want to have their event here and tap into the members who exist. So they're invited to those events kind of to meet people for business and interact and see who else to partner with. We have partnership events, and that means we bring in investors or people who want to meet with different startups to come in here. So we have trade missions. We've had a partnership with the Dutch embassy a lot as they're looking to have those synergies. Yeah, so we have trade missions, and the goal is to generate a lot of business opportunities and network and potential for synergies. We have entertainment events. Like the ones Thursday does.
Right.
And everyone needs a bit of entertainment.
Right.
And yeah, so those would be maybe art shows, just music shows, live shows, poetry. Then we have different thematic areas that we have every month, and it could be just like a masterclass on financing. And so we'll have like a talk about that. And those are just to kind of help people in the community grow their businesses. And we get those different themes by co-creating the ideas with the companies here. What are you looking for to grow? How can we then bring people into space that help you? So we're going to run like maybe a talk show about that.
Wow.
That the community can be a part of and learn from.
Let me ask you this. So, because you talked about the company has changed the strategy a little bit after COVID-19. So if you're a person coming from, let's say, the UK or another part of Africa or the United States, and I want to join the Design Hub community, but I've never been here.
Yeah.
If I pay a rate, could I still join and still have access to some of the Zoom meetings and things like that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And yeah, like I said, the goal is to have like the widest community ever, and diversity is our theme. So yes, you can definitely be part of newsletters. We have Zoom meetings. We used to have social drinks before COVID ended, but now we have them online. And again, it's an opportunity for people to say what they're up to, what partnerships they're looking for, and just learn and be plugged in. Yeah.
Let me ask you one last question, because before I came here, I don't think people really understood that there's a Pan-African community that was interested in resources like this.
Yeah.
What benefit do you think that the Ugandan diaspora, the African American community, blacks outside of Uganda, what benefit would they get from just collaborating with a great resource like the Design Hub?
I think first you need an established community here that helps you with just the day-to-day. How do you get around? How do you register your business? How do you move from here to another place?
Right.
Those little dynamics, again, are more the operational ones that help you get plugged in and settled in. And so an established community like this is kind of a one-stop shop. So you come in here, you already have people helping with your professional life, with your, your outside business registration or things like that.
Right.
So just that mix and it's already all set up already, makes it easy to plug in. So you're not going to be like a lost puppy just diving into Uganda.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was like that for the first 6 or 7 times.
I can
When I came to Design Hub, this last 90 days, it's really helped my personal business and helped me meet so many talented professionals. Like as a Spark Talent, I met them, Brand Factory, Expert Assist. Not only that, but a lot of the people that are watching, they were so grateful that this resource was available, so they can reach out. So,
and I also think because we have diverse companies, it brings a lot of different human resource just readily available. And we try to make sure if you walk into the space, you give subsidized rates to a company that's in the space. So that's already something to leverage on. You want a designer just next door. You want
Right.
someone to do your film. Oh, that's next door.
Yeah.
I want someone to help me with my, I don't know, passport details. We have a law firm in here.
Yeah.
Just providing substance legal services. So it's kind of like I have this shop to just
Yeah, and they can become some of your customers. You can become their customers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or just
It's
learn from each other.
Right.
Yes.
So a lot of great things going on here.
Yes.
Well, I definitely thank you. Any last words you want to tell the people, John?
Last words, Design Hub is the place to be. So you definitely want to check out our website and see how else we can collaborate. We've worked on different grant programs for people who are not here and want to implement things, but want to kind of start it out. So we'll be happy to kind of figure out what you want to do and help you do that.
All right. Well, definitely, I thank you so much. It's been another interesting episode of Kenganda. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out all their information, contact information, their Instagram, Facebook at the first comment pinned to the top. And keep it real. Kenganda forever. We out.